there, Squirrel Army. Don't know if you could quite see me over here, but I am over here. Hi. So they recently revealed all of the face commanders for all of the commander decks from Lost Caves of Ixalan. And I want to go through each of them and discuss what I think about each card rather than talking about them when we're doing the deck upgrades. So we're going to be doing those, and you can join the Squirrel Army by subscribing. All right, next up is Hakbal, the Soaring Soul, 4 mana, 2 and Simic, so green and blue, 3/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, each merfolk you control explores. So you reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, you put it to your hand. Otherwise, you put a counter on the creature that's exploring, and then you can put it back on top, or you can put it in your graveyard. And whenever this guy attacks, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you don't, you draw a card. So he's only a 3/3. He could be a 4/4, I guess, because he can make himself explore, so that could be alright. Unless you're running Herald of Secret Streams, which gives all your things with +1 counters unblockable, and unless you know you're going to get a non-land permanent on the top, he's not going to really get in, unless you're running some sort of, evasion package. I wouldn't think that he will be attacking very much, if ever, until you get some of those evasive type cards. I'm not very, aware of too many Actually, there are a few blue merfolk that are here and there that are pretty evasive, but they pretty much don't do anything. But this guy does make them explore, so that is a bit better, and they do get counters on them sometimes-ish. And again, there could be some new stuff that kind of comes in this deck that we don't know about yet, so there could be more stuff for this guy, but again, it's a once per turn sort of effect, and I think you want to, again, try to copy the triggered ability of at the beginning of your combat, each merfolk you control explores, so that you get more explores off of your merfolk, especially when you've only got 1 or 2 or whatever, only a few merfolk, not 10 or 20. If you've got 10 or 20, you're probably getting a bunch of explores off of them, and you can probably attack with some of them or do something with some of them. It's probably a very combat-focused deck. I don't think there's many other ways you can kind of win with this, I don't think. Maybe there is, and I'm not really thinking about it. But, again, maybe, there's some landfalling merfolk that they're going to bring out. I don't know, but maybe Scoot Swarm could do stuff, but it's not a merfolk, again, so there's a few things that trigger off of landfall and things like that, but they don't really work with this, but they kind of work with the put lands into play. But then again, you do draw a card, so maybe if you think that you've drawn a card from effectively exploring, or even if you know what the top card of your library is, then you've gained information. Or maybe you're playing some weird merfolk graveyard based deck, I don't know, in Simic. I don't know how that's going to work, but still, maybe, I'm not sure. And then you're going to be well, I don't know what the next card is, but I'm going to draw it. So my commander's kind of replaced himself for 4 mana. So, and maybe they've had to lose something to kill my commander in blocking, so maybe there's a bit of a trade there off. So, not that it can't sort of do anything, but just I don't see that it can without a lot of, boots that, give it land walk or whatever, things like that, or more evasion, flying, trample, things like that, or there's not that many merfolk that give mass evasion. And as I say, there's only a few merfolk that I can kind of think of that actually have any kind of evasion. naturally, so, and they don't really do anything. And if you don't have your commander, they're definitely not doing anything, because then they're not even exploring, they're not even getting counters. So it's an interesting idea, and again, they might print a whole lot more for this kind of strategy. Not that there's no good merfolk, or maybe you're just playing like some sea monster tribal style deck rather than playing straight up merfolk or whatever. So I'm not too sure, but still, like, there could be stuff there, but it doesn't seem to me like there's much here. And maybe one of the sub-commanders might be better, honestly. I don't know, because again, they haven't revealed those yet. But you guys, I think that's pretty much it. I haven't got much else to say other than sort of repeating myself again and again here. So that's going to be it from me. You guys can let me know what you guys think. Write your thoughts down there in the comments below. And let me know if there's some super busted combo of something that I've kind of missed, that, you know, you can put this fish into the graveyard, or maybe, again, you can sort of put in some of the clones and shapeshifters and stuff like that, that kind of do that sort of thing and whatnot. So there could be other things, but still, yeah, you can let me know those thoughts down there in the comments. Hope you've enjoyed one way or the other, and hope you'll tune in again for another one.